During the darkest days of World War II, when Nazi U-boats prowled the Atlantic and entire nations hung in the balance, one man quietly began to turn the tide, not with weapons, but with numbers. His name was Alan Turing, and he would become known as the man who broke the Enigma code. At Bletchley Park, a secret British intelligence centre, Turing and a small team of mathematicians worked around the clock to decipher the German military's encrypted communications. The Enigma machine, with its millions of possible settings, changed every single day. To crack it was thought impossible, but for Alan Turing, impossible was simply a puzzle waiting for logic to catch up. Turing built the bomb, an electromechanical device capable of testing thousands of combinations in seconds. It was an early glimpse of what would one day become the computer. By 1941, his work began to unravel Germany's most guarded secrets: U-boat positions, invasion plans, coded orders, information that saved millions of lives and shortened the war by years. Yet Turing's genius didn't stop at code breaking. He laid the mathematical foundations for artificial intelligence, asking one of the most profound questions of the modern age: can machines think? But after the war, the man who helped save civilization was betrayed by it. In 1952, Turing was prosecuted under British law for homosexuality, a so-called crime at the time. He was stripped of his security clearance, his career, and his dignity. Forced to undergo chemical castration, he died 2 years later at just 41. For decades, his name was buried under secrecy and shame. The truth of his wartime contributions only surfaced years later, when classified files were finally released. The world then realized that Alan Turing hadn't just cracked a code, he had defined the future. A man who built machines to save humanity, destroyed by human prejudice. Would you call that justice? In 2013, more than half a century after his death, Queen Elizabeth II granted him a royal pardon. And in 2021, his face appeared on the £50 note, symbolising not just his genius, but the nation's overdue gratitude. Alan Turing once imagined a future where machines could think. What he didn't imagine was a world where humans might finally learn to feel.